Ending.
Yeah, that's a whole new thing. Which there are documentaries on that are pretty interesting as well.
It's a crock of shit, I think. No way did they go to the moon.
Yeah, and I mean, I wouldn't disagree. So it's interesting, but like I said, the religion thing, it can be what you will. It's like you saying, hey, I have a dog, and it's some inner peace to me that I'm taking care of this dog. It's like, hey, I can kind of have somebody I talk to, and then I can kind of see some things happen that I believe could be connected.
It's good. I mean, my go-to stance would be, I'd like to think that everyone is doing their best.
Yeah.
To be the best that they can be, and to contribute on a positive place. I mean, when you have a corrupt media globally, of course you're going to get nothing but the bad news. But I mean, you just go for a walk and you see the good stuff.
Yeah.
You see it everywhere.
Yeah.
There's plenty of it.
Look around.
People you meet. The vast majority of people I meet, they're great people.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Everyone has their little quirks, but that's great. They should do.
Yeah.
Be quirky.
It is. I enjoy it too. And having a respect for everyone and kind of burning no bridge along the way.
Yeah.
It's.
Well,
I mean,
some bridges need to be bombed.
And
by only the few.
That is fair too. There's plenty of people you want to run away from, and you can see it, like you said, quick, very quick, and you're like, I'm good there, and
either run at them or run away from them.
Exactly. I'd prefer to run away just because I don't want the conflict. I'm like,
because then you don't know. There's a lot of uncertain fucking repercussions that you just I never knew that would happen.
And now you're dealing with something deeper that you wanted to avoid in the first place.
You're caught in a trap, you're caught in quicksand, and with people that have nothing to do with it.
Yeah. So why waste your time when there's...
That's why you shouldn't get married. Because divorce is part of that story.
Yeah.
More often than not. You gotta watch Bill Burr. So he's an American comedian. He's fucking brilliant. I think he's kind of how would you say, the cranky Irish. Well, he's not Irish, but he's Boston, so he's practically Irish.
Right. Okay.
He's the cranky kind of character, like Johnny Depp is the rock star actor, if you want. This guy is the cranky comedian. He's always like, you know what I was just thinking. This is how he starts. He goes, so we're at home. And the wife, I'm watching her shit on TV with her. And she's like, and this fucking guy, this fucking fairy's going out. There's no reason to hate a woman. And my wife's like, and she's getting really into this. And I'm like, and she knows I make this face. And she's like, what? There's no reason to hit a woman? And she's damn right. And he goes, I can give you 10 straight off the fucking top of my head. There's plenty of reasons to hit a woman. But you just don't do it. But don't be sitting there telling me there's no reason to hit a woman. There's plenty of reasons to hit a woman. And he goes off and he's fucking... And there's another one he's there I watched. You should check him out. He's fucking brilliant. He's going on about gold digging whores. Taking down great men like Arnold Schwarzenegger, like fucking Tiger Woods. You fucking bitches. What the fuck he qualified to do, and now you have $500 million?
Yeah.
Because he eventually cracked.
Yeah.
And
because he's a
one
whore.
Of these. How is he a whore? He puts it into perspective.
Stop.
Think about it, right?
Here we go.
You're in this society where you're up there, you're like a demigod. Because you're so fucking famous and special, blah, blah, blah. All an illusion, of course. And then he said, you got busloads of bitches. Yeah. Primed, prettied up, gunning for you. Every single day. After practice, they're there.
No fault.
That's fine. 5 years in, you're going to crack. The wife might be acting the maggot, might be that time in a month, and she's just being a fucking cunt. And you go to practice, and you're pulling out, and there's all these
so you need to appreciate
charming, beautiful looking girls, full of energy, and they think you're God.
No.
You're going to
appreciate when the wife is being a cunt. That's the best time. It's the most fun time. The crazy is the best time. Appreciate the chaos. Fuck off. No,
when they're being a cunt, that's when you say, perfect time now to practice my debate skills. See what we can get away with.
And get killed.
Yeah.
That's why my new motto now is like...
We're still on page 1 as far as the human race is concerned, as far as I'm concerned, looking at us. Like, I mean, even the smart people are thick as fuck. They really are. You see some of them there, and you know the ones who amuse me. I don't hate anybody. I'm amused by everybody.
You're worse than dead now.
I'm amused by
I'm not
everybody.
racist. I just don't like anyone. I'm like,
I know I have a philosophy where we're all like ripples in a pond. We'll all jump forward in our minds or whatever and our behaviour. It's not the ripple, like say here, see these rings here from the cup.
mm-hmm.
You'll say you can have all age groups on every ring.
Right.
But there's a line going through it, and so it's like there's you and I on this string. Mm-hmm. We're after waking up to a particular thing, an understanding in your lifetime, and you're like, I get it, and you're moving on, and a few ripples later it'll happen again.
Yeah.
But there's also people on that ripple that are like 10, and that are like 80. So it's not defined by your age, is what I'm saying, but it is defined by the individual experience, their interpretation of reality, and it's different for every single body. Now, I'm happy because for me, it's like it's from the James T. Byrne Artist Studio, so it is a creation of a sort,
right?
But it's like obviously I know earlier on about the painting. Don't if you think you can make it better, don't. Just step aside and let it. So that's why I try not to cut anything out because.
Now we've jumped a lot.
So what?
We've been like skimming stones.
But the observer, in my belief, is the observer on a subconscious level. If they're watching it, especially, there's the physical interaction. There's this the way your mannerisms are, the way my that's in itself a language. So if you look at it, there's an energy in every movement, in every muscle, every minute detail. And if in my head I see a painting where there's two entities on either side, the voice is one colour, and that's gone. It's entangled and going off like smoke out of an ashtray. And then you've done all the body movements are maybe 2 or 3 different colours as well. And they're all, so it's a merging of more than just the voice. It's the energies and the vibrations.
So we're creating the painting.
Yes. In the subconscious.
Yeah.
And I like this idea. And I think if you start cutting that up too much, lines get broken, curves are lost. Mm-hmm. And a language or sentence is gone. Mm-hmm. Because, while you might amplify with your voice and try to give, how would you say, meat to the bone of what you're trying to say, but maybe you're failing in a sense, but your body, it has like a DNA fucking memory that will fucking predate language and a vocal. So it's there.
It's getting across.
Yeah. It's like boom, boom, boom. You know what I mean?
Mm.
So, but yeah, I mean, look, like I'll end my part on like, yeah, I know we live in a horrible place.
Yeah.
A horrible time, but it's like any other time. So unless you're going to do what this guy does, and that's, highly unlikely, try to be your own fucking, take care of your own house, I guess. And just be aware enough to fucking sidestep any fuck-ups that the other knuckleheads try to force on you.
Yeah, and I suppose...
all you can do is be that.
Well, just be who you are. And be who you are, but don't be afraid to be who you are. Like, it's... I suppose I will be branded now as far right.
Ah, fuck far right.
No, but you know what I mean? But that's the law of averages. And it's the, what you call it, it's the way that the Irish have been, I suppose, indoctrinated, and it's the way they've been systemically controlled. That it's the first.
But even at that,
like, because our conversation this evening, there's a lot of like, there's been a good bit of philosophy, there's been a bit of like quite a good bit of philosophy, and then just a lovely chat about art, and then we've touched on politics, which is the precursor and is probably, or it's the result of all the rest that we've spoke about, and like a lot of it is stuff that is not is from the rabbit hole, basically.
Yeah, but it's like even at that, you have your context, we'll say, right? And in the context there is good and evil. Then there's every now and then there's like something that will wipe it all clean again. But even at that, there's no surprises. The conversation has been had a million times. Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's nothing new.
No,
it's just everybody just start talking to each other.
Yeah,
you'd be surprised. You know what I mean? You might fucking agree with each other. Just get outside and fucking meet people. start with yourself. Start talking to yourself, and then look at it, and then somewhere along the line, say, what did I say that? Rewind. That's, I don't know, and then start with you, questioning you. I mean, you might surprise yourself.
Yeah, absolutely. And
You know?
and I suppose when you bring that onto, like, that's yourself. Fix yourself first, or else just kind of not fix yourself, but just get out of your own way and just
pretty much.
and that can just kind of bring yourself forward.
Yeah.
And grow.
Set yourself free.
Well, yeah, and grow with
Yeah.
yourself. Like it's all about
Don't
growth.
be stuck to any one thing. Like,
Yeah.
fucking flow. You know what I mean? Flow.
And don't be afraid to try different things.
If your instincts are you trust them, they won't see you wrong. Like,
Yeah, but then just before we finish as well, I do think that, like, say, there should be a degree in college for one's able to think for themselves.
well, I think college would only fuck that up.
It would fuck it up, wouldn't it?
It would fuck it up immensely. I think.
Well, I think so. Plastering and stonemasonry, they should be. We should get a couple of eager beavers in
Yes.
every year, and they'd have a whale of a time, wouldn't they?
Oh, absolutely.
They would
They're so fucking back as well.
sore back, sore arms, and everything.
But
here's one for you. And as well, you're saying there for archery for your
Oh yes.
castor oil. My good friend is. Have you heard about castor oil?
No.
It is an amazing curer of muscle.
Oh really?
injury. Unbelievable. I use it. I have my little bottle of castor oil at home. I get tendonitis in my arm here
All right.
from repetitive stress injury from
Plastering and whatnot.
plastering, yeah. And if I feel if I feel sore, I get a tea towel, drain the castor oil on the tea towel, wrap it around my arm, and then cling film. Okay?
Yeah.
And I go to bed, and the warmth of your body, then the castor oil sinks into your skin, into your muscle, and it heals,
Fuck.
and it's unbelievable.
What I do is I have a cup of coffee and I
Yeah.
go to bed an hour early. That's all I do.
That heals.
And
Try
I
the
fucking
castor oil.
Suffer. The Batman's something or other. It's basically they get 30 kids
Okay.
and they get 30, we'll say 60 kids, 30 in A and 30 in B.
Yeah, okay.
Now the 30 in A are given a task and like get this done in this time frame, and the kids say okay. Then the other kids are given the exact same task with the exact same time, but they're also given capes to wear, like a Batman cape, like a
Okay.
superhero cape. They outperform the other kids like a fucking
No fucking
huge
way.
amount.
Just
They
'cause
worked
they're
harder,
fucking-
they worked longer, because they removed all doubt that the question isn't can I do it. It's of course I can do it. I'm a fucking superhero.
how fucking
it's a
well can
psychological
you do it?
trick of self. It's like I am more than capable because I'm super. You know, it's and
that's crazy,
These are they're not informed of anything. Like it's just they know what Batman is, Superman is, all the superheroes with the capes,
yeah.
and they give him a fucking cape, and he goes, "Now we go do the task."
And just
And on top of that, I think a lot of it has to the cape brought in the element of play. So if you're treating it like you love doing this and it's playtime, you're going to be there'll be more fluid action and thought and all of this. It's just everything will be done so much easier.
feels less like a job
Yeah.
kind of thing.
When it's a chore, it's not so great.
Yeah. But you were saying then that, like, can you apply that to other areas of your life, do you think? Because like that's what I find then with music in the gym, you know? It's like I'm
These are all personal things you're speaking about. Music, gym. I mean, like I told you, I hate the fucking gym. I tried the gym one time and I had, fuck this bullshit.
yeah. But you listen to music and the radio and shit when you're working, right?
No, I listen to podcasts.
Podcasts.
Yeah, mainly
religiously, yeah.
Not religiously. Sometimes it's like documentaries. I just listen to a documentary.
You listen to the documentary.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
'Cause-
And is that part of that, do you think? It's kind of making it feel less like work and kind of more like, okay,
No.
I'm kind of...
Sometimes I don't want to listen to anything, just the fucking sound of a hammer on a chisel.
Really? Yeah.
That's all I want to hear for the day. Because, you know, it's just in the course of a week, you have your peaks and valleys in your performance.
Yeah.
And you think, okay, today is going to be a shit day. You know by 10 o'clock, oh, this is not going well. If you don't recover by 12 o'clock, you just said, just fucking survive.
Just fucking, yeah.
So put on some fucking tunes or some fucking chat.
Just to get you over the line.
Just get there, like, you know.
100%.
Other times you bring in a podcast you want to listen because it's 4 hours long. It's like, I can't wait to get into this because I'm on a straightforward piece of work or whatever.
Yeah.
And you forget the headset in the van, and by 4 o'clock you think, damn it, it's 4 o'clock. And you've had a great day.
Yeah.
But you can have that with the podcast or with music as well. What I'm basically saying is it doesn't affect the production. Even if I'm in here and I have music on and I'm painting,
you'd get the exact same thing done.
I'll not even hear the music after a while.
Really?
I'll be like, when I sit down and light up, then I might hear it. Because, oh, fuck that, I missed that song I wanted to hear. Because it'll have played on.
But initially, when you do kind of notice it, do you notice any difference in output?
No.
Not
Zero.
at all. Really? Yeah.
Because I've kind of always been no music.
Yeah.
Pretty much. I love music. If I'm listening to music, I'm listening to music. Because music has a profound effect on my physical self. I want to let it wash over me.
Yeah.
I want to just get all the little fucking intricate little things that are going on.
Mm-hmm.
And then my imagination might start, and I might start doodling or writing words down. It's just, for me, that's my coffee time. Have some
music.
Have a nice tune on, just fucking decompress.
Yeah.
And just fucking, enjoy it for what it is. For what it affects you. Music is fucking awesome.
It is awesome. It's probably, I don't know, is it the best medium for expression? You're biased, of course, because you're art. I'm probably biased because I love movies and shit.
I'm very aware of the vibration. I mean, colour can have an effect on my interpretation of what vibration I associate with a colour in a particular moment. But music has that physical vibration.
It does, doesn't it?
So, and we are like affected tremendously by vibrations. So, and frequencies.
Yeah. They say everything is vibrations, isn't it?
Oh, dude, break it down. You should watch some fucking shit on quantum mechanics. Blow your mind.
It's too
I'm so stupid. What the fuck did you just say?
It's one of those things that seems too fucking complex to even be fucking real.
I'm telling you,
this shit is made up.
I'd be listening to them and they'd be on about this table. This is a fine table. This is real wood table.
Nice
table.
You know
what I mean?
Yeah.
And they'll tell you that only 1% of this is like,
always like
1%
matter or something like that. Yeah.
And the rest is just nothingness.
Just empty fucking space.
You are a cracker.
Isn't that sound fucking...
I'd be going into the kitchen
shit up.
sometimes and I'd be there to Lucy. Did you hear what this fuck said? And he's got all these letters after his name. Yep. He's getting paid to say this shit.
Yeah.
And she's like, get out of the kitchen.
Like, where is the empty space?
But it is a mind fuck. I love I'm addicted to it. Yeah. I'm addicted to checking out what kind of crazy they're talking. And sometimes I'm just pointing my finger, I'm saying, you fucking cracker, shut up.
Yeah.
The tent over there.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of folks that be camping there. And I knew it.
Where again? Sorry.
Dunbrody.
Where's Dunbrody?
Dunbrody's down in, where's Dunbrody? Wexford. I think somewhere in Wexford. But it's fucking some laugh, man. Because the drive there, we did it last year, myself and the brother, and we drove down there. It's nearly an hour and 45 minutes maybe drive there. Yeah. And we leave here at stupid o'clock in the morning because you want to be there for 8:30. And you won't start till 10, but the gates open, you register, you get everything sorted, you both set up, and you can relax then for an hour or so. Meet some folks and have the giggle. But and then we went home at the end of the day, and then we came back the next day. And this is a competition. You're fucked by the time you even start. So I was thinking, from now on, I'm going to stay down there. So I was checking out accommodations, and I thought, oh, this seems reasonable. So then you have to email them or message them, and then they're like, oh, it's too close to the event that you're going, whatever. So, and then the price tripled, and I'm like, well, fuck you. I'll get a tent. Got a tent.
Yep.
And the crack was fucking 90.
Good crack.
We finished up shooting at 5. Everyone started packing up and going home. There was a group left from different clubs. I knew everyone there pretty much. There was maybe one table I didn't know at the start, but I knew at the end, that kind of way.
Yeah.
One of them had a guitar, Connor, and he was very he all these songs down. He knew all the songs, kind of thing. I don't. I don't do covers per se. I used to when I was trying to find my way around the guitar, but then I'd be like, I'll jumble up the chords and I'll rewrite something, and I'll figure something out, and I'll make it. That's more interesting. So it keeps me more interested. So that's what I would be doing. And then there was Olympic Dave was there, and then we got the guitar for Connor, and we started having, because the last thing you want to do when you're in a situation like that is say you're going to be a serious musician or anything. You want to have the fucking crack. You'll use the guitar to bring everyone into the crack. So I always say, give me one word and I'll make a song based on the one word. And you can imagine the words that were thrown up. Yeah. And we had a bunch of songs, and it was fucking brilliant, laugh. And then Olympic Dave turned out to be an excellent guitar player. I mean,
Olympic Dave's the man, isn't he?
Trained guitar player. He can tune it by ear while he's talking, and he's fucking banging out these wonderful tunes. And then you're trying to show him what you're thinking. He's looking at you like, what the fuck is that? But the crack was mighty, man. It was a great night, and I look forward to more of them in the future. But that's why I'm brushing up on my guitar now. So I've got 3 or 4 guitars. I got the Spanish one there. I got this one. And I got another one I bought in Prague a few years ago. So I'm going to start.
Is that where your missus from, is it?
Yeah, that's her hometown, Prague. Nice. So we go over every year to see the grandfather, the kid's father, her dad, and cool. Hang out and have the laugh.
Nice
He's
place.
A cool fuck. Oh, beautiful place. I can't say enough about it.
Go away.
It's fucking
real old city, fucking old buildings.
Well, the core of it, the old square is really fucking old, like, you know. And then you have the castle, and we got on the river this year, and we got a boat trip, and it was just beautiful.
Nice, yeah.
So it's like the heat was fucking sizzling. Pure paddy, just rasher sizzled all the way, and it's just, I think you want 3 weeks there, to be honest, because by the time you acclimatise, that's 5 days easily for me anyway. And then but I said to myself this year, I'm going to ignore it and I'll do some little 20-minute exercise every morning, like push-ups and stretches and all that shit, and I'm good to go. But by day 5, man, I was like the Michelin man. I was like, I'm going to hurt myself or something's going to pop.
Yeah.
So I just said, I'm going to just drink the fuck out of it now, and smoke the fuck out of it, and eat everything that I can eat. All the local stuff. And
enjoy yourself.
Enjoy it, you know. Let yourself go. It's just great. But I still probably, even if we were there for 3 weeks, I'd still probably have that state of mind where because my work is, you're lifting heavy shit, you're hammering shit all day. So it's very physical in that respect. So instead of just suddenly stopping, I like to wind out, and then we'd say the few days you might have nearly a week before you go back to work, just slowly wind back into it by doing those same exercises. Yeah. But in the middle, pure gluttony. You know what I mean? Pig out and have a good time. And we actually were at her dad's weekend house, I think the Saturday and Sunday, and he had this cool little kind of fire pit out the back. And they got these sausages going in the fire pit. We were drinking beer all day, like, and then the whiskey came out and guitar came out. A beautiful 12-string guitar, which I couldn't fucking figure out because this is a 12-string guitar.
And I mean, well, obviously it means 12 strings.
But I took 6 off of it, so now it's a standard 6-string guitar. But because of the body is built for 12-string, it's louder. And when I start screaming...
So it's 12 strings, all like this guitar here now.
That's
has
6.
Your normal guitar I've ever seen always has 6 strings.
Yeah.
And where did the other 6 go? Like another line, another.
They're shadowed.
They're tighter in together in the space.
Yeah,
absolutely. To play that, is it?
You feel it. You feel it. But it sounds delicious.
But a subtle move from one.
It's like
the sounds
like
more
electric.
Subtle. Is it okay?
Everything is just. Yeah. It's so beautiful, man. It really is. But it's not for every song that you sing or play with. But I got it, and my main reason, because there was a point where I was playing my 6-string. Yeah. Before it got stabbed by my buddy Timmy. And I couldn't hear the guitar when I'd be hitting the chorus. We'd say that the second or third chorus attempt because you're getting louder. Yeah. And I couldn't fucking hear the guitar. And it kept tripping me up. So I needed to so I got this guy, and he's plenty loud. Yeah. So it matched. And then I just took 6 strings off it. This has been through the wars a bit now. This is the oldest guitar I have. But the one inside, for that one then second to this guy because he's got the wider neck from my fat fingers.
I wouldn't know the front from the back of the guitar now, to be honest.
Here, dude, you want to fucking learn how to play the guitar? I'll show you how to play it. Enough for you to get
Started,
hooked.
yeah.
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 Because I remember watching these guys and they'd have like all these fucking, you want 2 hands on for the frets and I was like, fuck that. Then you see Christy Moore, just 1 finger could be a whole song.
Class.
And I'm like, you just got to be creative.
Yeah.
So it's like when you've nothing, you have your mind working. And once that's going, you're good to go. Because you can get very creative without even trying then.
Yeah.
You're like, I wonder what that sounds like. I don't know. And then off you go. And it's just give it the time, you know.
You
And I
show
give
me
that
because
time.
You come for like a run with me, and I'll
I will get back into the running.
Join the Grange for my running club. They're Morris Tobin, like these guys
I
are
probably know them to see them.
Morris
That kind
Tobin's
of
like these guys are just inspirational. Like he's like an older guy who's been around quite a long time, who just encourages new beginners and new people, and he just helps them along. And, dude, like these. They're my inspiration. These older sports people and older people who are healthy and active around from my... You know those old women that like they'd be walking over the bridge and up around the graveyard and they'd always have a smile. They're my inspirations, you know what I mean? That and my wife. I have a wife who gets up every morning like at 6:30 and goes out and like walks and jogs every second day, and it's just that's my, you know, people who do that kind of stuff and who just take care of themselves and it's part of their psyche to be out there and walking and breathing in the air and saying hello to people, and they're my inspiration. These kind of people.
Well, that's
so go
cool.
back to join the Grange Athletics Club because they're so.
But
if you ever,
if
you just be surrounded by good, sound, like-minded, positive people who
get up and go.
Even if you're shit, you're great, and you could be shit. But you'll go away going, geez, that must be fairly good to telling me I'm great so many times. Like, not since you're a little boy, you haven't been told you're great since you were like a little fucking boy. You know what I mean? Like,
my mother will make you think you're God.
I know.
When it's finished, like
Too much administration ties up the fucking freedom, man, of everything. It's better to ask for an apology. It's better to give an apology or to ask for permission.
Yes.
I'm in this house. That's how I would work.
I have you.
Because there's too much administration everywhere, and they don't know what the fuck they're doing.
What? A lot of them just guessing. Like they're guessing.
They're just fucking. There's a lot of jobs there, Timmy, that don't need to exist. They're just doing shit to justify their existence that doesn't need to be there in the first place.
Yes.
And they're on great money, and it's just a waste of money. The hospital set up in Ireland is a perfect example of that.
Yes.
There's fucking more administration in that shithole than there's doctors and nurses.
Yes.
You know what I mean? The amount of lads I've met now who went for spine operations and they're worse for it. It's like they're just guinea pigs on this fucking thing. But then my father's getting other things done and he thinks it's the best ever. So I'm sure there's like, you know, if you take everybody who's gone, they'll say, well, it's the minority but I don't think so.
You don't know, do you? Like,
Okay, you think life's too short. You really have to be thinking life's too short to get involved in any of this, because it'll take a lifetime of dedication to fix it. And it's not worth it, because the money makers will just vilify you and make your life terribly hard.
Yes.
So maybe the brother David now will win some fucking big important competition and get an archery club in Fermoy. That would be super.
That would be brilliant, like.
Because what you really want when you have an archery club is you need to have like a woodland where you can set up competitions in the woods.
Yes.
It'd be only like 2 a year maybe, or maybe 3. You'd have all these visiting clubs from all over the country, even internationally, coming over.
Oh, Dinnerbow Woods would be the right job, wouldn't it?
It would be. But
did you see across from the Dinnerbow now? If you go down the river, you can come up by Dinnerbow Woods now.
Yeah.
The walk is absolutely beautiful.
It's a nice long walk, isn't it?
But you can come out now, David.
I've seen that, yeah. Park there
brilliant.
and go up into town by the river.
Yeah, absolutely brilliant it is. Brilliant.
I want to take that walk again this summer. It's been a fucking long time since
I helicoptered there about 6 months ago. I was out bowling in Dinnerbow. And just look down to us, there's a bridge and all going over. Massive. Brilliant.
I met Andrew O'Leary actually, speaking of bowling. Trying to get that fucking guy to come in because he's a character.
Oh, Andrew the bowling.
He'd be brilliant and he'd fucking be singing and everything, Andrew.
The only day you get him now is it probably wins or toss.
But he's still shit out at bowling, isn't he?
He's doing very well now. For the men, he was 61 there last Friday.
Really? Really?
And he's still bowling up to this day, boy. And he won last Sunday out in Canada.
No, he's Andrew's character, man. Gas fucking.
I was up in Armagh, but Gary's bowling up there. Gary's a senior. Andrew's junior C now, I think. Is it junior C or junior B?
Huh.
But Gary's senior, like.
Well, how old is that sport?
Oh, Jesus. Bowling.
Road bowling.
Oh, Jesus, an old sport, boy. The best sport of the lot.
That's got to be up there with the horse racing on the roads. What do they call it with the tram? They have a little tram.
Yes.
That's another ancient sport, isn't it?
Bowling's gone back donkey's years.
I watched a guy ask that very question at a road bowling event, and he gave you some fucking story of history, man. It was unbelievable.
He was King of the Roads now, King of the Roads, Belnicola. See the crowds down there. Unreal.
I only went to one such event in my life.
They'll be back from Holland, Germany, and they'll be all down from the north.
Oh, the reach is crazy for it, isn't it? You wouldn't realise it like.
See the crowds above now, man, all weekend, but it's unreal.
Yeah.
Unreal. And the stakes.
I think I was Vincent O'Leary. I think we went down. I don't know where it was. It's somewhere down around Cork City or something. Outside Cork City. Man, the crowd was crazy. It's like going to a concert.
You see the crowds in Ballincollig now, it'll be unreal.
Or even the horse fairs.
And the all animals are down in Cork this year. So the crowds will be down there, will be unreal.
We had there's a thing down there, is it the Statue Arena down in Waterford? Fucking fine job they did in it. They had the
there's nearly bowling in every county now, like there's Waterford and all, down Cashmore.
Gets you some parts of the country you would never have thought of, wouldn't you?
Yeah, there's a Reagan now taking it up, big time.
But it's stood the test of time, like. I'd say you meet some mad cunts at that.
You'd have great
crack.
Brilliant crack. The crack like it was on the road.
I met so
the old fellas on the road, you'd have some laughing at them and that, can you? It's mighty crack, like.
It's full of characters, like, isn't it?
You the best characters you'll ever come across in your life. Yeah. You'll meet them on the road.
I think I've been to maybe 4 or 5 ever. Out Ballyorn, is it Ballyorn?
But that's, we don't know about out Linnabono. There you are. See the resources the road, like, and all the cat's eyes and all.
So you be changing around, or?
We had to go to Linnabono because what's come out Ballyorn now, they put on cat's eyes, like, the bowl hit there, hopping. We get a bit of a bowl, let me tell you know about it.
I don't doubt it. Cannonball.
Oh, Jesus.
I was just actually watching a fucking cool movie the other evening about Ferrari, you know, the guy who made the whole thing, Ferrari. Yes. And they were racing them. And when they won some big fucking race that kind of saved his business life. He'd 5 cars in the race. I think it's a 1,000-mile race.
Yes.
And one of the fucking cars coming into a village. This is a true story now, and all the people, as you can imagine, in the village, kids and women and all of that, are on the side of the road waiting to get a glimpse at the fucking race cars coming through. Fucking cat's eye was after bending on the road, and the fucking tyre hit it at speed, and the car just went fucking. It decapitated people. It was fucking tragic, man. It's about 20 people killed on the side of the fucking road.
Speed by.
But it's the fucking cat's eye that did it. Well, it's a collection of
That's things. Why they had to go to Glenabore, because what to come when they did all the road, like they put in the cat's eyes.
Yeah. And I wouldn't mind. I love suits. I love to wear a suit. I'd love to have a job where I'd wear a suit every day.
Would you fuck?
I would.
Stop. You wouldn't last half an hour.
In a suit?
No, would you fuck?
Or on the job?
No, you'd want to be out building things with your hands. Will you
in a suit?
I go back to the old days. All the
I love those photographs, man. You see, there's one photograph, 2 lads up in this fucking mountainous hill, building this stone wall, and there's the waistcoats and everything, the shirts, and then there's this lady coming up with a tray of fucking milk or something and tea.
Yeah,
I feel
our trade, like plastering, was all done.
Suits.
We all went to work in a suit, a shirt and tie, and you had your little white jacket, your little white coat.
Where did it all go wrong?
Price work.
Yeah.
That's what it was.
But I don't know. I do like the idea of wearing a suit. But at the same time, I'd always be like, at my fucking, because even these t-shirts that are around, I prefer V-neck. Because anything around there at all, and I'm like a fucking cunt. Like, get the fuck. Get a scissors, snip, snip. You know, so it's like, I need to have a fucking kind of...
With the ear in.
So maybe a suit without a tie.
Birthday suit. Just fucking go in your birthday suit.
I don't know. But no, I don't know.
No.
I associate
it's for so many people. Like, you're going back to what you call it.
But no, what I'm getting to is, I associate the suit now with the enemy. Or with an enemy of my way of life.
A corporate crime.
Yeah. That's what it's like.
White collar crime.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm glad I love what I do. It's you have something there, like you're proud of what you leave behind you at the end of the day.
I get that.
And you're the same.
Yeah.
And you're
I like
happy.
the little battles you have in the course of the day with yourself. Physically, you'd be like, fucking exit. But you know you have to get so far. You just have to.
Well, you have to enjoy it. You have to, like...
but that's well and good. But come Wednesday or Thursday, that kind of time of the week, where you're just fucking... Your body's aching and your mind is a bit numb.
Well, here was one for you, right? And I know we were going to see if we were talking about this. Like, I went up to Shannon...
that's right.
2 weeks ago. I rent a cruiser every year for the kids.
Right.
And we go off. We set off from Banner. And this is totally tangent, but I'm just talking. So, pick up the boat at around 4 o'clock, and you're trying to make the lock in Athlone by 7:30. That's the whole thing, because you get the other side of the lock. Sean's bar is on your left, and you moor outside Sean's bar, and you can have a lovely creamy pint.
Nice.
Bring it onto the boat.
Nice.
You know, it's just lovely. So, and you're right in the heart of the town as well. So
that sounds very
that was day one. That was a Saturday. So we moored up there, made the lock. The locks are amazing. The kids love them. Like,
I bet.
You come in at a level, and then the lock will either bring you up or bring you down to the level of water the far side. So it's Athlone is a lovely lock, and it's run by a man called Tim Connolly.
Tim Connolly,
a Dublin man, but
in Athlone.
Really, really nice lad, and he has pet pigeons.
Really?
He's there for years. So
pet pigeons?
Yeah, the pigeons they'll come and they'll sit with him.
Does he do any messages?
Well, the kids like.
I'm texting.
Yes. Tim is the name of the.
Did you?
Jim. Sorry.
Are you inclined to take photos or anything when you're in these places?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's fantastic. The kids love it. So that was day one. They're mad to get to talk to Tim and see if Jim is around the pigeon. So while we're in the lock there, Ellie, my youngest, will be out. Is Jim here? And so Tim will be saying, oh, he flew off there. He should be back in a while. But so that's the first thing. Get past the lock and moor up for the evening and get a pint on board.
Nice.
So day two then was up nice and early. Went up and got croissants up the town and then hit for Hudson Bay, which is just up. Like, you're going up to Shannon and you're going on to Loughree and you're veering off to the left. It's the Hudson Bay Hotel.
Hudson Bay.
Yeah, it's up on the kind of the start of Loughree on the left hand side, on the Roscommon side. So there you have the Hudson Bay Hotel, lovely harbour, and there is Bay Sports. So Bay Sports is an inflatable water activity park. So big fuck off slides, right? Oh, lads, and so we all like I bring my
awesome.
I bring my two nephews with me, and with my own three kids. Then I had 7. What did I 3? There was 6 of us on the boat, and I was the only adult.
What kind of boat is this?
Well, it's an 8 berth I had. So there was 3 rooms.
Really?
3 bedrooms on it. Yeah.
I'm just driving the boat.
Misha.
Really?
Yeah, Commodore myself. No,
Fucking
but yeah,
hell.
you're only travelling at.
I don't give a fuck.
8 kilometres an hour.
I go on a kayak and I get in trouble.
Oh no, it's brilliant.
That sounds awesome.
Yeah. And the people you meet, like, you're just pulling into villages along the way.
Yeah.
And it's very well serviced.
Right.
So you have little harbours. Like, as soon as we went to, like, so we went up in the morning from Athlone up to the Hudson Bay. I'd organised a birthday party for my daughter, so big cake, and my brother was coming down from Carrick and Shannon on his boat. He rented a boat as well, but he was coming the other way. So we organised to meet in Hudson Bay. So we all went to Bay Sports, jumping on the slides. Like, I went on this really tall, and I swear I got whiplash. I'm still not right. I'm half fucked. And this is 2 weeks ago.
Adults should never go into playthings that kids play, because you always get damaged. Even a fucking trampoline, man.
Yeah. We're not designed, like, once you go over 45, I think that's it.
Forget about it.
Keep your feet on the ground.
Seats.
Yeah, seats.
Drinks. Cigarettes.
That's it.
Oh, that's great. Well done.
Well done.
That's it. That's all you got to do. But to engage in it, no.
Yeah.
That's a big no. That's a no.
It was a disaster.
Even playing soccer with the kids is a fucking danger, man.
I don't do that anymore, because you could just fall and break your hand or something like that. Or...
Well, I tried to do it, but they're not interested. I'm the only dope going around with the football by myself, thinking.
Well, I'll go out and I'll hit a couple of, like, hurling now. I'll play hurling with them and just. But
See,
it
the
could be
release,
so many things.
It literally
How can you
could
zone
be
in on
anything.
the button?
Like, I was told, it could just be, just go to tread. Tread is easier.
But easy's not interesting.
But you see, in fairness, tread, like, it's
Tread
putting back
isn't
the
easy.
goal.
Tread is
But
hard as well.
you still need to pick a place to aim.
Of course
Because, like, you can't use part of
you
your
can
boat
get
to use
caught
the
up
sight.
on the whole equipment part of shit and lose the art of what you're
Well-
doing. What you gotta do is just fucking breathe fire and fucking hit everything.
Well, you see, what people say is, like, go get expensive equipment, get good
Not
equipment.
at all. Look, that's bullshit.
Like, my equipment, like, I started off with €150. That was with arrows, that was with bows and all that.
Listen, young man,
I
there was
started
Apache
very good.
fucking Indians taking branches off of trees and putting some yoke on it.
Yeah.
And they were killing buffalo.
Yeah.
So it's whatever you have, work with what you have.
Yeah.
You don't have to be breaking the bank.
Like, see,
And that's not going to guarantee you're going to be getting the buffalo then either.
you see, like, I actually went up. I went up to a metal recurve. Now, I was €300, but literally it was the only one that I could get because I'm a Katog. I'm left-handed.
You're a what?
I'm left-handed. I'm Katog.
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 The fuck is Katog?
It's
Is that Irish
It's some
or something?
Irish joke for left-handed. I don't remember, but it's
Oh, you're in
literally
the country now.
it's just literally because I'm left-handed. Like, I find it very hard to find left-handed equipment. Now, like, limbs are okay because I'm using the ILF limbs, so it's just slotting them into place. If I want to change them, it's putting different limbs onto it.
Yeah.
But, like, my problem is risers and rests.
You sound like you've a lot of problems. You want to chill out, bye.
No, it's
Have a
like,
cigarette and a beer. What did you?
no, it's literally like I went up to Prima Archery and I bought Kinetic Vigo. It's barebow riser, but like I paid €220 for it, which I thought was expensive. That was including shipping.
Hey, big boy.
I went off to another shop just to have a look at it. I went up to 2 or 3 and they're charging €250 excluding shipping.
That's because you buy into the marketing.
Fuck
Fuck it.
That's because I actually went up to Prima and made sure I liked it.
You're handsome.
Like I said, you can go with a different razor, but if you're looking for a good professional cheap one, go for this one. But they also handed me €150 razor, and they said that this one might be good for you as well. But the grip was just way too thin on it.
Can you change the grip on it?
But it's an awful lot of work. Like you
Just
could be
tape it up.
I've actually got tape in my grip.
Yeah,
But
just
you see,
tape it up.
but you see, the way the
pat
dish
it out
grip
a bit.
was I'd have to put epoxy and I'd have to layer it and all that just to make it hard. Because I couldn't, the way that it was set up, couldn't use it. I didn't like it. But I went off to a Kinetic Vigo and I shot that with no grip mat for 6 or 7 months. 8 months actually. But I bought a Black Hunter from my birthday money. and the grip is really
They're
thick.
popular, aren't they? The Black Hunters.
They're only €100.
Yeah, but they're good. Quality bow.
Mine's £30, and I go, oh Jesus, I'm gonna be waiting a while for this.
Yeah.
And literally, it was 3 weeks later, and it came, and I was like, how did it come this fast? And go, okay, there's probably going to be a problem with this, like a limb could be damaged or something.
Too good to be true, kind of thing.
Yeah, so I said I'll go find it. And then I took it out and I put together the bow. There's nothing wrong with it. Put on the string and shot it. And I kept shooting it to go, how is there nothing wrong with this? There was nothing wrong with it at all. Like,
I'm hearing nothing but good things about that bow.
Everybody's loving it. Like, if you want a good cheap bow to start off with,
Bit of research goes a long way, you know.
if you want a good cheap bow, like, it's only €100, which is cheap enough now. Like, I started in 2021. I could get a cheap core bow with some arrows, a quiver, a glove and arm guard, and that only cost about €150. The bow itself now is €150.
Yeah, that's because it's becoming more popular, you know what I mean? And marketing is kicking in, and they're ranking up the prices and everything.
It's not even that. It's literally because of inflation as well. Because everything's inflated.
Inflation is harsh. It's just rich man's tax and the poor man's.
Yeah.
Well, I got one. You can indeed. I know.
Yeah, but these aren't technically cigarettes. Well, they are, but they're hand rolled.
Nice.
But we'll have to be loud because you have a generator there, and I have no microphones with me, and I don't know what the sound will be like at that. And I'm shit at computers. I'm trying my best to learn. Oh, you know how to edit them and stuff, like make the sounds better. Like if I take the sound from the phone, put it into the editing thing. I don't know how to make that better.
Yeah.
I think I figured one or two things out where I can put it in, just turn it up.
It's
then everything goes up.
Yeah, because when you turn it up, the thing you want to do is not clip the top. So you see those waves. Because when you clip the top, then it all comes out very monotone. Yeah. So it's a balance.
When I set my microphone, should I be recording in stereo or in what's the other thing? Mono.
Either way, most microphones will only have like one input. They might have sound dampening or noise cancellation, but for the most part, most of them are just kind of single input.
See, I actually asked the sound engineer to come on the Blackbird so he might fucking see the MacGyver shit I've set up and try to help me, extract the best way of doing it.
Yeah.
So I've yet to be successful at bringing someone in to do that, but maybe soon in the future. So let's go. We're here at Tefam. I don't know if you can hear us. This is kind of happenstance. So we have Brian, Cork City Archery Club, and Louise, Brian, Cork City Archery Club. So we're here to Tefam down in Blackcastle Archers grounds. We've robbed a tent, a table, and some chairs. We're having this kind of let's just do it podcast. So why are you here today, guys? We ate last year's one actually. No. Last year's one was like driving into a fucking tornado and the weather was cat. Yeah. It was very bad. I was up the road and I was thinking, this is a waste of diesel, man. I should just go home. But they managed to fucking make something happen. But there was tents being blown to shit.
Oh, fun.
Today is kind of perfect for it. Yeah. It's a lovely day today. Yeah. It's a bit swampy, but it's better than what I was up last year. But again, I think the family need to learn how to market and, their fucking shit.
Just a little bit, lads. Just a little bit.
Fuck's sake, no one knows it's on here today. It's like a family reunion. There's probably more people at our family reunion, but it's all about the quality, not the quantity. Isn't that it?
I'm sure it's good of enough.
And I bought a bow. I just bought a bow. I shoot. What do I shoot? Bow hunter recurve.
Okay, cool.
I just bought. I think it's a long bow I bought, but it's for shooting feathered fucking timber arrow.
Oh yeah. A trad bow.
Trad. So I'm going to try to do some trad next year. I was just shooting it there a minute ago. It seems like something you hooked on.
Yeah,
it is.
Compared to the fucking hunter, I'm
snappy.
Yeah, and it's just fun.
Yeah.
But it's nice to jump between the two.
Yeah.
Would there be disciplines within a discipline of a sword?
Oh yeah,
I would say so.
Yeah. There's So there is a big difference between the two
huge
setups.
difference, yeah. Because I kept dropping it with the first because I usually have my cord attached to the bow, and I'd shoot, and everything would go to the floor, and the arrow didn't go that far, but I got the distance on a 60, which is good.
Yeah.
So you shoot, you were saying hunter,
so
same as me?
I shoot bow hunter, but I shot longbow for like 4 or 5 years.
What did you go over to hunter then?
More competitions. There was no yeah, there's no junior girls who shoot longbow. No, there's not a lot of longbow competition in general. So to go to bow hunter
Is there much competition there?
in young adults, not much. But 2 years time when I
Sharks.
yeah.
Fucking sharks everywhere.
Yeah.
It's just, I was shooting in Dumbrody and there was fucking, one of the lads was there. What's his fucking shit names? But anyway, he's just having the laugh. And I'm thinking, this isn't bad at all. But my scores were kind of staying the same. And his were sprinting away. And I was thinking, okay, fuck, they're going to find me today. Some guys are just freaky good at it, like.
Yeah. Oh, like there are.
Is that the same category for you?
No, I shoot compound. Freestyle unlimited.
You might dismiss my last podcast, so on. Trying to win. Doc popped into my head when I was blabbing on about something, and I go, oh yeah, training wheel bow.
Yeah.
Compounders, slow as fuckers on the course, trying to get their licenses and all this jazz. And
Oh man,
I can't see, I need an umbrella.
I went to European bow hunters years ago in Austria. You know, snow shooters. Like people call them snow with a compound.
See that?
The lads they'd stand on the line and they'd be there for a good, on the peg, 3-4 minutes before they'd even pick up the bow.
Just what, getting in the zone, is it?
Like just analysing the distance.
Off.
To be fair, it was impressive. Those lads would bang it right in the centre kill. Every time. If they didn't, they'd be swearing, like, Whereas I was just like...
It's even a mental health issue, you think?
Most compounders have mental health issues.
I think most people do, but
yeah, like, they generally kind of go, it's 35-ish. Grand.
But that's me, no. I went down and where you get the number and that it's like saying, okay, that means it's 20 yards to 30. But I read it wrong. Do you know what I mean? I assumed they were saying it's 20 to 30, but what I was saying is more like 40 to 50. So it's just like the fatigue of the day.
Yeah.
But so that's not great. But it's just fucking being a brain as an individual.
A heap of us do it, right? There's thousands of us at it in the country, right? And even when we go to a competition, you might say, oh, there's 15 people in my category. Oh, awesome. Well, it's going to be a really challenging category, which is the way it should be, in my opinion. 100%. But like you're saying, oh, this is great. But really, the challenge isn't really from the other 14 people in your category. The challenge is from you.
Yes.
Right? The bigger, your biggest opponent is you in that list, right?
I can't trust me at all.
But it's true, and it's the same for everyone else. So it's kind of like, it's a very individual sport because
that's why I love it. I think.
You stand on your own. You walk up to the peg. It's you, your bow, and the target, and like nobody can help you. Like you can be in a team, but they're not going to
shoot for you.
They're not going to shoot it for you. No. You got to do it. You know what I mean?
And I love that.
Yeah,
I love stepping
awesome,
up to the peg, man. And it's like the first year, we'll say, when I started going to the competitions, because it was late in the year.
Yeah.
And I was just like shit in the bed everywhere.
Yeah.
But when I had a spell of, I could tell you what I'm going to hit, and I fucking hit it.
Yeah.
Every time. And it disappeared like overnight. Like, what happened there?
Yeah.
I was awesome yesterday.
Your mindset was probably in where it needed to be when you were shooting well, you know?
I do that.
Because I'll be honest with you, your form is quite good.
Well, that's what you told me to do with that time.
So like when we shot the Bow Hunter Championships there, me, you, Mark and Doc were on the one team, right?
Good team.
Yeah, it was great fun, right? Yeah. Wasn't it? And like one thing I always noticed about it, it's really good for an archer that's relatively inexperienced to shoot in a team or a group. It's not a team, I suppose. We're all in different categories. Or to a point. No, me, you and Mark were in the same category, weren't we? Yeah, but you're shooting in the company of archers that are going to their performance is going to boost yours, right? Because it's like the rising tide floats all boats. You know what I mean? And I've always found it hugely beneficial throughout all the years I've been in archery to be in the company of archers that are way better than me.
better.
If I'm in the company of archers that are 10 times less than me, right? Not 10 times, but you know what I mean? Less than me, right? I probably won't shoot that well that day. Because, for example, if I were rocked up to a category and it was like 5 people in the category, so it wasn't just a single archer in the category, and I just looked at the other 4 and I said to myself, well, you know, I know what their level is at. I could easily beat this. I'll probably shoot shit, right?
I don't see it that way.
Because I'll probably just let my
guard down.
Yeah, well, I'll just kind of go. Yeah, well, I won't make much of an effort. But if I'm in the company of guys that I really know are much better at me and they can outshoot me, I'll just somehow get a buzz off of that, and I'll start paying more interest in making good
I'll be just
shots.
trying to impress upon them that I'm the real deal. I'm trying my best, and I'm doing my. So they respect that at least. You said, oh, you meant.
Yeah.
But if there's people who I know to be, because I've been watching the scores of all the shoots, and they're scoring maybe 100 points less than me every time. I don't give a fuck. I'm out to crush. I'm out to crush him. And if it's Mark Daly, I'm going to crush Mark. In my head, I'm like, he's getting lucky today if he gets on the podium. I'm like, I have to delude myself. Otherwise, I won't get out of the car.
Hey, my man.
I'm like, fuck it, man.
But your ambition is excellent.
You have to be, because when I was alone trying to I was looking at the 60 for weeks before I even tried it.
Right.
And I was getting awesome on the 20, 30, 40, and I was just getting somewhere with the 50. So I was looking at 60s next kind of thing. Yeah. But I was like, I'm not joking, you could put a coin on any one of the butts and I would got it that particular week.
In the zone,
And so then I started getting to 60, and then it was like, okay, here we go. Let's go to these competitions, see what that's all about.
Yeah.
Then I shit the bed. I was like, what happened to my bow?
Belgium, there's a girl I follow in Belgium on YouTube. She's an archery fanatic, an outdoors fanatic. I forget the name of the thing, but she's a bit extreme for my liking.
Really?
I think,
For your liking?
She's like, end of the world. This is what you have to have in your back room. This bag is packed and ready to go.
The other side, okay.
Do you know, like, okay, let's take it down a notch. Let's calm the fuck down to it. It's not that bad just yet. But this girl's taking no chances.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and she was going on about hunting was... I forget what day it was on this video, but hunting was allowed with the bow in Belgium, and now it's not. It's been made illegal.
No, I never did archery in Belgium, so...
I don't know. I mean, I assumed the only people who'd go hunting ever in archery would be people who were competent enough to do so.
Yeah.
Because hunting, even with a rifle, is not easy.
Yeah.
You know, I imagine it's something you're born into. You know what I mean? Where you go with mommy and daddy and you're watching them do their thing. Because I know some people who do hunting and to do these courses and how to dice up the meat to kill and how to dispose of everything. It sounded fucking gruesome to me, but I was like,
I'd say, it is, yeah. I know my granddad used to be a hunter, so on my mum's side in Belgium. So.
All right.
And so, like that, the stories of him bringing the deer back, and then
See, a deer is a bit different to a few rabbits on the bicycle. That's what our grandfather will be bringing back. A few rabbits and maybe a basket of fish. Very meager. But fucking having a deer across the hood of the car, different ball
well, I don't think that was that style, no.
But they chop them up in the field and take them in bags, I suppose. I don't know. But sometimes you'd be thinking, I'd love to be able to do it.
Yeah.
Because I imagine if I went hunting, shot something, be it with a rifle or a bow, I'd be like, that's the one now. I'd probably get food poisoning straight away.
Yeah, I would it's not the same, but I would like to be able to clean chickens, If you have your own chicken, and then if you can, get
gut them and stuff.
Yeah, and all that. I don't know how to do that. I think that'd be a good skill to have.
Well, I imagine it can't be much different than doing a fish.
I have never done fish either.
Really?
It seems gross. It is anyways,
totally gross. It's fucking
but
disgusting.
I think it'd be a good skill to have.
But it's only disgusting for the first one or two. After that, then you kind of say, I got to get this done quickly and just clean.
Okay.
And you get it, it just kind of comes to you.
Really?
Yeah. I felt that anyway.
Yeah.
I was there like, I don't want to do it. It's like, ugh. But then chop, fucking rip it up and then pull all this out. And I'm like, oh, wash it out.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then you do it again and again. And the next thing you're like a machine.
I think fish must be easier than chicken.
Well, they're smaller.
So,
but I mean, the principle is the same.
Because I mean, I'd say it's something.
Off with the head, off with the legs or whatever a chicken is. Rip open the chest.
Yeah.
Is it? The chest? No. Rip open somewhere.
See, there you go.
Go to YouTube. There's a lot of videos on YouTube about it. But
leash that was called bog loan, Boghlone. And I was curious about what bog loan meant. And bog loan was a kind of an anglicised version of the word bogloon. And bogloon is Irish for a flower called a cowslip. So, and cowslip had these traditional kind of herbal, medicinal kind of qualities. So we said, do you know what?
What does it look like?
It's kind of, do you know what? It actually kind of looks like a bit like a butter. It's a yellow flower.
Oh, like a buttercup?
A bit like a buttercup. It's kind of like a primrose. It's like, imagine a mixture between a buttercup, a primrose, and long stem.
I'm trying to figure out a primrose. I got the buttercup.
A primrose is kind of yellowy flower with kind of thin kind of petals on it. And you often see them grown in ditches and things like that. It's actually, they're really nice little flowers.
Like a daisy, you know?
No, they're a little bigger. And look, it's a yellow flower, and
we'll go buttercup.
Yeah, it's a buttercup. Okay, yeah, it's like
lovely.
It's yellow.
I love the buttercup.
So, anyway,
and the name even buttercup.
Yeah,
buttercup.
Yeah, but I was not going to call it Buttercup Archers.
Wow, what a name that would be.
Hello.
Flip it.
Oh my God!
Good.
Here come the buttercups.
Okay.
Yeah. That's a discussion for another day. No,
buttercup.
Shrinking violets. But anyway,
No, your problem is, I would say, your age. All people are born with an energy, and the energy comes to its fullest, and then it kind of hits its ceiling, and then that's it for most of its life. And then the final, we'll say old age, it'll dip a little depending on the choices they make. But it could be, for a lot of people, it can be consistently at the ceiling. But you're at that, so it's hard to control it. And you're like, there's no such thing as patience with certain things, because I'm like that myself. I think we get it from the father's side of the family. They're all mad.
You're all fucking mad.
I'm the insane one there.
No, you're the biggest head case of them all. You and Marianne know.
Marianne?
Sarah's normal. Well, she's normal, but she's sober.
Sarah is fucking nowhere near now. She's not even on that planet. And I always said it about the girls in the family. It's like they get something from the O'Hara gene, which is when the women hit a particular age, the fucking cheese is off the cracker for good. There's no coming back. And that's it. It's like overnight. You're like, who the fuck are you now? You know what I mean? It's crazy. But the boys are no fucking better. I think I just got out of there. Maybe it's because I was the first son. I dodged the bullet, but they're definitely weakened every other one, you know.
Jesus Christ. What's the story of these?
I had some buddies on to me about the way I'd have the bottled water there, and they didn't like the look of it, and they didn't like it when I'd been talking that they could hear the gulp, the water going in. So I said I'll get something nice. I was saying it to Lucy, and she was looking at all these fancy silver fucking things.
Cool.
And I saw these, and I thought, I like the look of them.
Yeah.
And they came with this fucking thing. Apparently they're like it's big in India. I think it's the culture of India.
That's
And it's copper in the water to get into your system. It's like a natural remedy, if you will.
Good.
You have one in the morning on an empty stomach, one little cup of it, but you leave the water in overnight, and what it does is the bacteria in the water react to the metal things, minerals.
Can I some of that?
You can work away.
Will it go into my quicker?
That now is like fucking.
What is this?
That's check. That's.
Is it good?
Sure, you're not driving today. You're grand.
Sure, I drove up. Sarah drove down. Oh,
that's fucking. That's got a kick in it.
You have one?
I'm in my hole. I have to go to work tomorrow. So if I was taking that, I have to be off till Wednesday, because I go in and start drinking the whiskey. But no, it's meant to be very good for you. I'll actually have the water. You can have that mad shit. That's fire water, if ever. Everyone's going around and they're thinking 3 shots ahead, and I'm like, oh, look at the tree. It's a beautiful tree. Look at the way the mask goes on the tree. And I'm like, okay, fucking cracker. So welcome to the Blackbird, Ed.
Thank you.
Thank you very much for coming.
You're very welcome.
I was wondering, how did you get into your trade?
Well, I won't bore you with the long story of it, but I suppose I was always looking for something different. I think, like, as a kid growing up, I grew up in Northern Ireland.
Did you?
I was the only Catholic in a Protestant boarding school at the height of the Troubles.
Whereabouts in Northern Ireland?
Originally from Green Island or Carrickfergus.
Carrickfergus, don't know where that is.
Okay.
But I was up
Kenny Antrim.
We were in Derry recently.
Okay.
Well, this year for UKIFAC. It's like an international competition between Ireland, England, Wales, Scotland.
Yeah.
And I was very, very unnerved by all the Union Jacks I saw in one particular town. I thought Nazi Germany straight away. And when people hear you say Derry, then they say, I think he made a mistake. And I'm like, no, I didn't make a fucking mistake. That's Derry. Because I'm in my country, in my head. But I arrive in there, because I haven't been there since I was a kid, at a school thing. Yeah. And I arrive, it's just, you're so detached, I suppose, from the reality of the situation. And then you've got in a car and you've drove there. Yeah. So there's no passports so in your head. You're in your country, and all these squatters then with their flags and whatnot, and you're like, "What the hell is going on?" So that was an interesting reaction because I was thinking, "Why do you care?
Yeah,
this is their place. They're doing their thing." And I'm like, no. There's that undercurrent of what the fuck. Yeah. But no, look. It is what it is.
It is what it is, yeah. No, but I think growing up as a kid, like, so my mum was an English Catholic, my dad an Ulster Protestant. And
interesting.
Yeah, it was very interesting. So, it took my grandparents about 30 years before my mum sort of won them over.
30 years.
About that, yeah. So that I suppose I was always on the sort of the periphery of things. I was never... So I've always looked for something different, and I'm sure that's how I got into chiropractic. Like, chiropractic's not... mainstream, it's not. It's looking for different answers.
It's been around a while though, hasn't it? I did a little digging,
1895.
1895. Yeah, but I thought what I thought was a bit screwy was the way the guy came up with it.
What?
I mean, like, I liked it in a weird kind of way, but I thought, you're going to get so crucified by the media.
What version did you?
The seance.
Oh yeah. Okay, with the dead man.
Yeah. Now there's. See, I'm big into Wicca and all of that stuff.
Okay.
I used to be very big into it. I mean, the tarot cards and all of that jazz, because I just felt drawn to it. So I'm that kind of individual. If I'm drawn to something, no matter how bizarre it might seem to everyone, and even to myself, I said, well, I am feeling it, so I'll have a little look-see. Mm-hmm. I got well into it, the whole ideology, the history, the fucking ignorance that it showed of mankind towards people who are... And the church has a lot to do with it, of the villainization of it all. And I mean, most of their holidays are from the Wicca. And there's in Venice, or where is it? The Vatican.
Yeah.
The Vatican has a lot of naughty about it. Oh, I mean, where it's built of itself, it's built on top of a city where underneath it was a big deal for the witches of the Wicca. Okay. Whatever you want to call it. Okay. I'm in the middle of a very interesting documentary about that.
Wow, okay.
And it's just... people are just... Some people, man, they shouldn't be born, you know what I mean? They're just bad people.
Yeah, no. But it's funny you said it, because the start, like, I suppose, however anything starts doesn't matter, but the only thing that matters is results.
But look how long it's been going, and it's going from strength to strength. And you gotta be thinking, well, there's got to be something to it. Because is she French? French artist whose name escapes me. Van something or other. She's just, I think, 1800s. Fucking unbelievable paintings. She did a lot of she had this one painting, it was kind of that shape.
Yeah.
But it was like, I think it was 20 feet by 18 feet. It's monstrous big, and it's a horse fair.
Sounds like a Monet.
Oh, she's just in a league of her own.
Yeah.
And she was hugely successful. But I am a huge admirer of her paintings. Well, of that particular painting.
Yeah.
And
what does she work on?
oil and canvas.
Yeah?
Yeah. She was a very wealthy woman, self-made.
Yeah.
She was a bit of a superstar, and she had like all these exotic creatures on her estate that she could paint.
I've a lot of those in my garden.
You've a lot of those in the family.
They're exotic, alright.
But she was super, and I was following the Kilworth and Araglin Harriers when they'd be off doing the horse hunt and stuff, and the drag racing and stuff, and going to the stud. And I thought I'd just create like a painting out of a collection of images that I liked.
Yeah.
Sure, the fuckers were too small on the canvas straight away, and I was like,
downsize, yeah.
I mean, the horse should be magnificent.
Did you make that one yourself?
Yeah.
It's nice and thick, isn't it?
Yeah, that's
I'd like something like that now, that size.
Well, I'll be getting on to David now in the coming weeks.
Adam promised me a month ago he'd make me canvas. I'm still waiting for
Adam?
He said he'd put one together just to see what it would be like, and if it was okay, he'd do a couple. But
well, David has it down to a fine tea now. He's got like an art form.
He knows
art, yeah. No, I think he's okay. Like he's alright. He got it done last week, but he's doing the groundskeeping. Yeah, he's hilarious. I think he's brilliant. He's like,
legend.
I got a national out of you. That's what he always says to me because I was in juveniles. He's my juvenile officer, and he always says, "I got a national out of her." I'm like, "You stop, yeah, you fucking stop." But I get on great with him. But he's wired, like he's just.
No, we worked with Rocks back in the day.
Oh, we nearly got.
I know he told me about the club and the steel toe cap boots, Dave. He told me all about it. We were out in the competition one day. I was out with your crazy brother, right? Like, which one? The craziest, the mad fella. I was like, great.
I'll never forget that image as long as I live.
That's what he says to me. He's like, we were out working. Like, I started
dragging a guy by the head of hair around the nightclub and he kneeing the face off him. Bouncers are just looking at him like, wait till he's finished. Mental cunt.
No, I get on very well with him, but I get on with most of them. I stay out of all the politics. I don't.
Yeah, sure. That's where everything kind of falls down.
Yeah, so like.